Hello and welcome to another edition of Only in Illinois, your weekly video recap from Reboot Illinois. I'm Madeline Dubeck.
And I'm Matt Dietrich.
And this week the campaign season kind of was joined in earnest when Democratic Governor Pat Quinn went to a local church and renewed his effort to raise the minimum wage, which you call the Quinnimum wage. Say that fast 5 times. So what's going on here? He's gonna basically portray himself as the man of the people,
Right.
with an eye toward thinking it looks like that perhaps the wealthiest candidate in the race, Bruce Rauner, will not seem like a man of the people. But if you watch TV at all and don't fast forward through the commercials fast enough, you've caught an $18 watch on Bruce Rauner's wrist.
Exactly. But I think what this is vintage Pat Quinn. This has been his entire career in politics. He's always been the populist. He's always tried to rally the people. Back in August on Governor's Day, before the Illinois State Fair, there was the county chairman's, Democratic county chairman's meeting in Springfield, and Governor Quinn spoke at that meeting and gave a rousing speech and said he intended to raise that minimum wage, even though it had just fizzled in the legislative session that had finished in May. He vowed then he was going to raise the minimum wage, and he talked a lot about, and this is something you'll hear him say a lot on the campaign trail, he talked a lot about not having friends who are big shots. He was taking a lot of shots at the big shots, that he stands with the common people. Now, back in August when he did that, he was taking aim at Bill Daley, who was his opponent at the time,
right, yeah.
Possibly in the Democratic primary. Well, Bill Daley has dropped out since then, and I sort of see yesterday's big announcement on renewing the push for a minimum wage as Pat Quinn gearing up for whoever he ends up taking on in the general election, whether it's Bruce Rauner, who obviously has a vast personal fortune, and Quinn can obviously aim that big shot label at him, or any of the other 3 Republicans who he will portray as being against various things that would help regular folks, like raising the minimum wage.
And so what is the situation with raising the minimum wage? Because this actually came up a year ago and there was a bill, but it didn't go anywhere.
And business groups came out of the woodwork, as they always do whenever the minimum wage is talked about. But it was especially bad timing last year because you had unemployment that was up at 9.5%. And this is something that's interesting and that you have to consider. Kirk Dillard, one of the 4 Republicans, came out with a statement immediately after Pat Quinn's press conference, stating that this is the wrong time to raise the minimum wage, that Illinois needs a jobs plan, not a slight boost for those making the lowest wage by law. And then immediately it came out that, well, Kirk Dillard voted for the last minimum wage increase, which was, I believe, in 2005, 2006. However, when that bill was passed, the unemployment rate in Illinois was 4.4%. It is, just today, it went down again to 8.7%. Was 8.9%.
Still one of the highest in the nation.
Yes, we're number 4 in the nation.
Yeah.
So that's what makes raising minimum wage problematic right now, is that there is, among the business community, the argument is, look, you're not making things better for everyone who earns minimum wage, because a lot of people now making minimum wage are going to lose their jobs because there will be fewer minimum wage jobs when it's $10 an hour. That's a debate that goes on and on and on, but when you have an unemployment rate like Illinois has right now, it becomes a much stronger argument, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got lots of information about this debate on our website. Matt wrote a blog about it. We hope you'll check that out. We've also got an infographic that compares Illinois' minimum wage to our neighboring states. So take a look at all of that. And of course, we also have a minimum wage issue in our sound off tool. So whether you agree with our view or not on this question, we encourage you to use that tool, and you can send a message to Pat Quinn and the 4 top legislative leaders, as well as your local representative and state senator, and let them know how you feel. Sound off and speak up. And we hope you will tune in with us next week. I'm sure lots of people are enjoying the holidays, but come back and see us again when you get this email next week, because we're going to take a look at the year ahead and offer a few predictions. Thank you.